Your wedding has no do-overs. One mistake and it's done. That's why event planners exist, to connect every vendor, every detail, and make your dream day stress-free.
It's another thing when a professional is able to look at your timeline and communicate with everyone to be sure everyone is on the same page.
We don't have a trial run. We've got to get it right the first time, every time.
Find out how in the video.
I want to dig a little bit deeper for the listeners' perspective. So, because we're just trying to help them out, right? We're trying to help them understand what services they need, because when they realize on their wedding day or the week before their wedding, it's too late, right? So, helping them understand that early enough to want to include the cost for wedding management, day of management, or full service is vitally important. So you mean to tell me I have hired a DJ, a photographer, a baker, an officiant, a florist, a venue, a caterer, and I can keep going. But I've paid them. Why can't they just take care of their piece and just get it done? What is that? Why do they need something more?
Wow. So they have to work as a team. They are independent contractors, so having someone as that person to bring all of those pieces together to work cohesively, because you may have a florist that's going to show up before the stage shows up in order to be able to communicate with the production company to be sure that those pieces meet. Is one thing to hire them and to let them know when the venue is available, but it's another thing when a professional is able to look at your timeline and communicate and make sure that everything makes sense and communicate with everyone to be sure everyone is on the same page. And if there's no cake there and then there's no table at the same time, things can go left really fast, and you're not in a position as a client to rectify that, or maybe not sure what the best course of action is to rectify that.
Of course. And then, I mean, I just threw that out for you as devil's advocate because, of course, we experience this all the time, but our poor dear clients are experiencing it once, and we don't have a do over. We don't have a trial run. We've got to get it right the first time, every time. Um, and so those are the kinds of things I want our listeners to hear, that it's just not a nice thing to have, that it is absolutely vital that there's cohesiveness amongst the vendors, and it is your services that would provide that for them in order to have that seamless, get it right the first time, every time at their event.